What's up guys, Ben Smith here, back with another video for Combat Your Fat. Today was leg day. Our workouts are based around the Wendell 531 training method. Briefly explained that in some of my other videos. But today we started off with box squats. So the main reason we started off with box squats really was to work on our technique. For me it was more so to get certain muscles firing. For example, my squat is weak purely because my glutes aren't firing correctly, so my hip flexors, my quads, my groin take a lot of the load, so when I get heavy I can feel my hip flexors pinching. So we done a couple of warm-up sets on the bar just for mobilisation, then we done a couple of warm-up sets with 60k here, just get motor neurons firing, get the muscles warmed up. This was really good for me because I can feel, not only does it take away the stretch reflex, so therefore obviously getting up off the box is a lot more difficult, but I can really feel my glutes engaging as I stand up with these. Okay, so my first working set, 8k, just gradually increasing the weight. On these sets I actually took my legs a little wider, pointed my toes out, and again just to try and help the glutes get a bit of a stretch so that I get my glutes firing. Then I moved on to 100k, so by this sort of time everything was pretty good. My legs felt strong, form felt pretty good, but where I started to struggle most and noticed another weakness was actually my back. You can see it sort of, I think on this rep, I start to lean forward a little bit, therefore having to use my core a lot to stabilise the weight. So then I moved on to 110 kilogram box squat. 110 is actually my 1 rep max on a normal squat. Again, as I say, because of my glutes. I did struggle with the second one. I did have to have Bernie there. But again, it felt pretty good. So then we moved on to normal squats. I think what I'm going to start to do is maybe introduce a few good mornings just to try and strengthen up my back and hopefully improve my squats some more. It's not a strong point for me, but something that I'm definitely going to work on. So yeah, what we've done on this certain 531 Wendell was we introduced joker sets, and so rather than AMAP in our final set, we actually basically done 1 rep and then increased the weight and done another rep and then increased the weight and done another rep. So I done 70, 80, 90, which is this one for 3 reps, and then we introduced our jokers. So I think on the 100k I did manage to get more than one. The depth again not so good. Need to try and get a little bit lower. It's just not quite parallel. You can see there my back is my weakness now. And I went for 120. Got it, but it wasn't a great squat. So, cheers for watching guys. Don't forget to check out some of my other videos and hit me up on Twitter at BenSmithFit. To take a lot of the load. So what I was doing actually in between each set as well, especially on the warm-up sets, was rolling out my quads and my hip flexors and my groin, stretching out all of them areas, so that I could really try and target the main areas, the glutes and hamstrings. So my first set I was rocking back a little bit too far, but started keeping it keeping myself upright, keeping the tension in my back for my working sets. So this was my first working set, 80 kilograms. We've done 4 main working sets. The idea as well, obviously, when you're coming down to the box, you want to lower yourself slowly and just touch the box rather than just slam your ass on the box. So on these next 2-3 sets, I took my legs a little bit wider, faced my toes out a little bit. So this is 100 kilograms of squat. And really all we're doing is just A-mapping, so just trying to get as many reps as we can. You can see that although my glutes are firing, so I feel strong on my legs, what was starting to lack was actually my back. So I think what I'm also going to start introducing into some of my routines is good mornings to try and strengthen up my back. I do a deadlift day. You've probably seen, or you should have seen my deadlift videos. That one had to get a little rock to get that one back up. So then we moved on to our 5-3-1 Wendell squat routine. So again, we just hit a couple of warm-up sets, 60k. Today was, or this week was phase with the 3 reps. So the warm-ups, that was the last warm-up set there of 3 reps. Then I moved into my working sets. Set of 3 on 70k. A set of 3 on 80k. Felt pretty good at this point. Definitely a lot better than if I just went straight into the squat. And then 3 plus on 90k. So again, an A-map, as many as possible. As you can see, again, it is my back that starts to lack. Sorry, an A-map was on 100 kilograms here. So this was my max. Take that back, 110. Impress myself.